serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law. Robocop.
Robocop. Yo folks, how's it going? This is Deakins. Well, 30 years ago since Robocop come out. 30 years. It's unbelievable. Say that loads. And I keep saying about how time flies, but hey, it really does, folks. So I thought, hey, I just want to do something a wee bit different because Robocop's pretty special to me, it is. I grew up with this movie, I really did. Watched it when I really shouldn't have watched it, because I certainly wasn't 18 at the time. I probably was even 10. I think I must have been about 8 or something like that when I saw it. My family renting it. This along with Monster Squad, if I remember right. And I think it was the next day, because I wasn't allowed to watch it at night because it was pretty violent and meant to be scary. When it came to the next day, I had to watch the Monster Squad with my sister, who was a lot older. And I said, well, I want to watch Robocop. And she went, well, I watched that last night, so we're watching Monster Squad now. So I remember being upset, crying, saying to my mum, so I can't remember if I re-rented it again and then I got to see it. And I'll be honest, I'm a hypocrite. Like now, I think you become a hypocrite when you hate kids as well, but I certainly wouldn't let my children watch Robocop. One's 8 and one's 2, but I certainly wouldn't let my 8-year-old watch it because what's in it. And another reason for making this video is there's going to be some folk out there, hopefully, I really am hoping I'm going to kind of give a wee hidden gem or kind of new generation something they've never probably seen or maybe heard about, that Robocop is, it's up there. I think it's hard for me in this day and age to actually say I've got a favourite film, because there's so many, there's too many now, especially all these good ones that come out with Marvel and stuff, TV series, it's ridiculous. But for someone in the 80s, 1987, this film was ahead of the time. And I go on about being quite violent. This is the only film that I know of that got labelled and is labelled ultra violence, because that's what it is. The story's amazing. If you don't know nothing about it, I'll just give a wee rundown. Basically, you've got this police officer, Alex Murphy. He's on his first day in a new precinct, in a new police station, and he got a transfer, his family and stuff, kind of new beginning. So he's at this new section, state, whatever, area. Gets a new partner. Sadly gets fatally wounded. But then he gets another chance to come back and be a police officer. Try to keep it vague, I'm not want to spoil things for people that's not watched it. And basically he becomes Robocop. You'll see it on the poster and you'll see it on the DVD and the VHS if you've got VHS. Box cover of anything that you see. There he is, standing there looking cool. I don't know if for me it stands the test of time, that outfit. I don't know what the younger generation think when they look at him. Does he look a wee bit nerdy or nerdy or weird or whatever? But I think he just looks cool. He's awesome. What he's able to do, the music in this, the story, and the bad guy, everything, the one-liners, you know, there's just the things that he says, and other people say it just sticks, you know, it's classic, iconic stuff like it is. So seriously, folk, if you haven't watched this film, or if you haven't watched this film in ages, a wee while, do yourself a favour, fire it on and start enjoying it. Like if you've not seen it though, I would watch it yourself. The reason I'm going to say that, didn't maybe watch it with friends, because a wee story about Mortal Kombat, I went with a friend to see it at the cinema. Again, I wasn't old enough, but I got in to see it. Got in, loved it. See, when it came out for renting it, when there used to be stores that you could rent things from, I watched it with other friends, two other friends, and all they done was basically just rip the piss out. Oh, look at that's fake. Oh, look at Goro, he looks rubbish. Blah 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 blah. And part of me, probably because being in their company, made me feel, you know, they're right. That is a bit rubbish, and I kind of looked at it from their kind of point of view, and then they went away. But I watched it again, and I went, you know what? Nah, they're wrong. You know, I'm kind of like this film. It's awesome. And again, hey, if you're probably a subscriber or you comment or like like Mortal Kombat, hopefully. But that's why I'm saying about Robocop. Didn't sit with somebody who's maybe going to take the piss out of it, you know. If you're going to sit with someone that's going to sit there like you, enjoy it, and no talk and mutter through it, you'll get the most of the film because it is so good. So good. Really, really is. It's a shame because the character in the film who helps create Robocop, he actually passed away at the beginning of this year as well. So that's a sad thing when you look at films after it's been out 10, 20, 30 years. You look back and you go, oh no, he's dead, she's dead. That's it can be quite sad actually. How many actors and actresses pass away. But hey, they're immortalised on film. But yeah, because it was 30 years, I think it was just last week it turned 30. I just wanted to do a wee video, you know. I thought, what will I do? Again, will I have wee clips up, will I have pictures? And what I always remember was the video games in Robocop. For the Nintendo, that was difficult as well. But the one that I loved, and I never got to play as much as obviously the Nintendo, because I owned the one for the NES, was the arcade one. And I loved the arcade one. And I've got a bit of memory that when the very few times I went out with my gran, and she passed away a long time ago. But I remember standing there with me as I'm like put £1 into the game, and I got, I don't know, a couple of credits out of it, you know. So I got into playing this game just when I was thinking about doing this wee video, and I just completed the whole thing, you know. I don't know how many credits I used to complete it, but as you see, as I get further onto the game, try to dodge bullets and that, it gets a bit crazy, you know. Probably if I play it more, like anything, practice will make perfect. But yeah, if you love your action, or you love your retro stuff, your 80s, because that's all big the new, you know, with Goldberg, the TV series, and Stranger Things. Films can revolve around older games like Pixels and Wreck-It Ralph, and I can keep going on for ages. If you're at age, remember, you have to be 18, folks. Give this a try. Give it a try, or if you've not seen it in a while, get it back on again. Sit there and watch it. Well, it should just blow your socks off, because there isn't anything quite like it. Especially around the time when it was dominated by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone and Bruce Willis, and Jean-Claude Van Damme was just kind of coming out as well, you know, and Dolph Lundgren. All the big action names. Here's Peter Weller, who, he's not known for action. You know, he's known for doing other wee things, or he's basically an unknown to you. But, again, the bad guys in this film's great, really, but the film, it's just up there, it really is. I don't think the director actually made a film quite as good as Robocop either. I think I might try looking to see what else he made. I'm sure it was some crap. You know, maybe someone can correct me on that, but nothing's really even close to it, Robocop, you know. It's just, it's probably #1 for me in its own lane V category, as it's just awesome, you know. So if you like all the things, your actions, your gore, especially your sci-fi, it's no too there, it's believable what happens, you know, it could be, and it's just well done. And would I love to have seen this in the cinema, especially when he's getting created. You maybe know the bit I mean, when he is kind of becoming Robocop. But as it's so good, so give it a chance. And hey, if you've got MAME emulator or anything like that, give the arcade game a chance. I loved it, especially the beginning when you're just punching a few things. I loved it. I loved the noise. Even get the soundtrack good on this game, you know. Again, I think it was like 88 they made this. It was only a year after the actual film, I think it's great. Yeah, they add in some things in the game to make it a bit more fun that wasn't in the film, but they get a lot of the locations there. They try their best. They've got some of the other baddies there. Again, I'm not want to say too much. Like to keep surprises for people. Try and keep it spoiler free. But yeah, so I ended up completing the game. And a lot of these arcade games I find, whether it's Simpsons or Turtles or whatever, they're usually around about the 30-minute mark, half an hour, or final fight. You know, it takes about half an hour to complete them if you're solidly just playing them. Obviously, if you're at the arcades, they can up the blooming difficulties, and it's costing a lot of money, you know. I mean, Mortal Kombat being basically like 50 pence a shot, or three credits for £1 for Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. I think 3 was the same. And then I remember going to, kind of would be like the market we get here, and then you go to Blackpool, but I always remember we had Florida as well. That was like 50 cents for a credit. But I remember Southport, that's just a wee bit away from Blackpool in the UK. Always remember playing that there, and there was 2 different arcades that had it, and one of them wanted 50 pence. Again, it was the 3 credits for £1, and the difficulty was so much harder. And then I went to, I think it's kind of, I don't know if they've got a pier or a waterfront, so forgive me, but that was a long time ago. I remember Jurassic Park had came out as well, but I remember going to this other arcade. It was kind of, wasn't like in beside houses and stuff, or like I think it was like a wee club, snooker club. This was a proper arcade with all the other games, and you got 7 credits for £1. And I hate to credit my mum and dad; they would just stand and watch me play this game, you know. But getting 7 credits for £1. 7 goes in Mortal Kombat, and I never usually continue either. I would always go back to the beginning, just get more for your money, you know. But and the difficult wasn't that hard either, eh? So yeah, great games these. I'm getting that nostalgic way again. I don't know if I'll end up playing some more arcade games. I think it's usually a couple of years go by, and then I can get some emulators up and I play some of the good ones. Or on the Xbox 360, I've got Turtles and a few other ones I downloaded. Final Fight that I paid for, and just introduce them to the family. Same with the Simpsons and stuff. They remaster them sometimes. Sometimes they're not that good when they remaster them. Sometimes they make improvements. But this Robocop game's awesome. The film, awesome. Just out of this, it's just out of the world. It's just awesome. Awesome. Can't say it enough. Awesome stuff. So give it a try, folks. And hi, probably catch you on the next video, whenever that may be. And as always, thanks for the subscribers, likers and commenters. Wee bit of a different video this it is compared to the norm, but it just means that much to us. And also, if anybody out there knows about Hot Toys, I'm not on about any adult wink wink toys here. I'm on about the actual company Hot Toys. They do a lot of Batman, well sorry, Iron Man's really their biggest thing. They do a lot of Marvel stuff. They actually done Robocop a couple of years ago, and I actually got Robocop along with his big nemesis, wink wink if you know who I mean. Sadly they changed his voice, so that's a bad thing. But I'm kind of hoping for the Robocop 2 bad guy to come available, and I would love for that to appear. But that's how much I like it. You know, it's just that good, and folk I know and talk to, again, I've not really met anybody that doesn't like Robocop. So give it a go, because Deacon said so. Adios, folks.
Thank you for your cooperation. Goblin! Your move, creep. Your move, creep. Thank you for your cooperation. Robin! Your move, creep. Your move, creep. protect the innocent,